Hey guys, Cybershark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Beast Wars reissue Cybershark. So, here he is in his, well, obviously, like I said before, like Cybershark mode thing, like a kind of robotic one. But, yeah, so, anyways, yeah, as you can see here, 25 years after this guy originally came out, we got, well, a reissue. Not a brand new figure, but rather a reissue of that same old figure. But, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I believe I picked this guy up like yesterday or something. Because Walmart had him. I'm like, oh, hey, that's pretty cool. And, yeah, I believe this is the first Beast Wars reissue I've picked up, like, yeah, so far, yeah. Because, the past, few ones have been just, reissues of figures I, already have, except for Cheetor and Rattrap. I didn't get to getting them, but oh well, now it's too late. They're off the shelves. And of course, they need to pay $50 for Primal and Megatron. So yeah. And then they did, I think they did, for like the second wave, they did like, what did they do? They did Tigatron as more cartoon accurate colors, which I'm still considering on getting because, the one I currently have is the more creamy white. And then, of course, Scorponok, which also looks nicer, but again, I already have the original, so yeah, it's kind of a thing on me, but oh well. But for once, this is a figure I definitely do not have like a mold of, so and kind of want to get because hey, the name of this channel is Cybershark Reviews. I was like, oh hey, it is a shark transformer, so why not get it? And plus, Cybershark looks pretty cool to me. Wish, they appeared in the Beast Wars cartoon out. I don't know. I don't think Cybershark appeared in the Beast Wars cartoon. Comment down below if he did, but either way, if he did, it was like, probably have been pretty brief, but there's a lot of Beast Wars toys of characters, that weren't even in the Beast Wars cartoon, like Polar Claw. But, yeah, anyways, let's get right down to the figure here. So, yeah. So as you can see here, Cybershark is a hammerhead, and of course you got a little red for the eyes here, and then silver for like the upper teeth, and a little for like the jaws teeth, but yeah, and of course this can't stay together, I don't know why. And of course you get some nice sort of metallic blue spots on the top, as well as on the fin, and yeah. You get some silver here. This kind of just, yeah, there's that. And yeah, this figure does parts form twice, but we'll get into that in the transformation. Of course, got the feet all tucked up in here. They do clean up pretty nice, but then you get this open little gap area, and yeah, but it spends, for this, so form like a little kind of back fin thing. I don't know, but yeah, so pretty cool. I do like this little fade thing that they kind of got going on right here, and then it's kind of like that kind of purplish blue, and that fades into a kind of yellowish white. So that's pretty nice. And then on the back here, yeah, there's that. Yep. Didn't mean for that to happen there. No. Yep. And that fell off. Well, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, pretty cool alt mode. So yeah, but anyways, now for the articulation, the head doesn't really move. I mean that, but no. The fins down here, they do their own ball joints, so they can move, and then there's that. I think the only real articulation is the fins, but either way, it's just some shark transformer, so what do you expect? But yeah. Anyways, so, okay, can this guy stand up? Yeah, it's best as it goes, but overall, not too shabby. Again, it's I believe 1997 Beast Wars figure, but for being 25 years old, this or toy mold now, it's pretty nice. Again, obviously this is the reissue, but I don't think there's been really that much that's changed. Like I don't have the original figure, but so close to spot on. So yeah, but anyways, now for comparison, here is with Tigatron, the original, obviously, because if there was a new one, Then you have, you know, the much whiter kind of fur. So, yeah. And why not? Here he is with, what? Here it is with Pterosaur. Because, hey, why not? So, yeah, there's the comparisons for this guy. So, now let's get right down to transformation. Starting off, yeah, yeah. Now, you can't actually, like, keep this on during the transformations. I guess I'll do that for now, but this is definitely something you have to remove. And, yeah, he's got rid of the tail there, so, hooray. So, now it's just down to this, but you can remove this. Like, once it's in the robot mode, I do prefer with it being off, but we don't need to do that right now. I guess I'll do it in the robot mode, just kind of show off how things look with this on and with it off. So, anyways, sorry if you just want to split up in this chest section, reset the arms, rotate around the bicep there, and then flip out the feet, and just straighten that all up. And then next, just want to bring this section forward, and then bring this backwards, and then once you got that, I just want to reposition these fins. And once you got that, hopefully that was on camera. Whoops, if that didn't go on camera, sorry. Yeah, just a little bit low down here. So, anyways, so if you don't know what to do, yeah, this is just, I guess, what you missed out on. You just gotta bring this all down, and then full end, and then reposition the fins, and yeah, so like that. And then there we go. So once you guys got that, there you have Cybershark in his robot mode. And by the way, this is not to be confused with the Transmetal Cybershark, which, you know, would infamously be, you know, redecoed into Skybite in the Robots in Disguise 2001 line. But, yeah, so this is like the original, I guess, the pre-Transmetal one. It kind of looks a little mechanical. So this was like around when Transmetals were, you know, starting to appear. But, yeah, so here we have Cybershark in his robot mode. I gotta say, for a character not being in the Beast Wars cartoon, it would have been really cool to have him appear at least once, because this is actually a pretty cool design. So, yeah, anyways, let's take a look at the head sculpt. Now, the head, or face at least, kind of reminds me of, you know, Inferno in Beast Wars, you know, with that teeth and the rise and everything, and that chin. But nonetheless, still looks pretty cool. Will fit in. And then, there we go. Got a nice metallic blue here. That same creamy white. Here, let me focus this a little bit farther here. But yeah, very nice. And you got this here. I'll remove that in a bit. But first, unfortunately, some blue paint kind of got on the knee. And it would have been nice if they had a little bit more paint on the lower legs. But, you know, this is the original. And of course, you know, back in the 90s, they didn't have as much paint on the figures. So it would be cool to see like a more updated Cybershark. But no, this is actually a pretty good figure for what it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Now, of course, if you don't like how this looks, honestly, you don't really like it, you can just pop this off. It just shoots like a missile. And there you go. So that's much better. I think this is the proper way you're supposed to have it. Yeah, so you get the more metallic looking thing here. But luckily, you don't have to just keep this off the side. No. It is an accessory, because use that. And you can use a hammerhead for a hammer. Ha. Bad jokes from Jaws Shark. But anyways, speaking of accessories, let's go. Oh, actually, no. We have to do the articulation. Completely forgot. So, anyways, yeah, for articulation, head is on the ball joints. So you can move a lot of different areas. You can look side to side. Can look up, unfortunately, because this little back section is kind of hindering it. Can't really move that far, or actually, no, it's just kind of the way it's designed. And you can look down about this far. So, yeah, then the shoulders are on ball joints. They can only move up this far because, you know, or move out that far because, you know, all this here. I can move up about this far, and then can't move back. The bicep does rotate, as shown earlier, and then the elbow does bend very far, and then the waist does not swivel, and then the thighs do swivel, and then the legs are on, or hips, ball joints, or just legs, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, go out that far, forward that far, and then back that far, and then the knees do bend about this far, so about 9 degrees. And of course, the feet do move back and forth, mainly due to the transformation, but nonetheless can still pass. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for articulation. Actually, it is pretty good. Not like as good as what we get today with, the Studio Series Legacy stuff, but it's still pretty nice. Obviously, no wrist swivel or anything, but again, it's from like 25 years ago, so what do you expect? And Beast Wars was the line that really did introduce, and felt like thanks to this backpack. Beast Wars was the line that pretty much introduced, the whole more articulation thing and the ball joints into the Transformers line. I think G2 had some figures with the ball joints, but it was Beast Wars that made it, more mainstream. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so now for accessories, of course, I have the little hammerhead thing, and oh yeah, this is gonna get in the way, even though he does have heel spurs, but whatever. It still won't work. But yeah, I can use the hammerhead for a hammer. Again, lame jokes by me. And of course, you can use his old tail thing, which this piece can lock in like that, and they can just undo it like that. But it's kind of necessary because, the figure doesn't really use it. So yeah. Because basically in both modes, you have to have that silver thing just hanging out. And once you got that, you just kind of attach it on there. And you got some claw thing going on, but so there's Cybershark with his accessories. It's basically what we've seen before. Don't really have to show it off that much because he does parts form, and that's what you get. You get these weird kind of weapons, like they're huge and stuff like that. He's like, "What is going on?" And by the way, Cybershark is a Maximal, if you didn't know. Yeah, he does look like a Predacon, but don't worry, he is a Maximal. I think he is, yeah. But there's like no symbol or anything to show it, but that's not what they did back in the 90s for the Beast Wars figures, but hey. At least it says on the packaging, so yeah. And, overall, the weapons are, quite ridiculous, especially, this one right here, but, it doesn't look that bad overall. So, yeah, but anyways, now for comparisons. Here he is with Cybertron. This can see him with a Untitled Deluxe, who's also reissued, but he doesn't look like this. So drawing is like, oh, that looks cool, don't worry, or more like, unfortunately, not don't worry. Unfortunately, you won't get what you're seeing here. You just have to go off eBay or something, or just any kind of vintage antique toy store or some kind. Because, that's not what Hasbro's doing with their reissue, or did with their reissue of Tigertron, since it's already out. And here he is with Pterosaur, because why not? I don't know. No, don't have any other Cybershark figures of any kind, so yeah, I don't have the Transmel one, and I don't have Skybite. Like, I think the only Skybite I have is the little one that Hasbro did in Cyberverse, but other than that, just don't have any Skybites. So please, Hasbro, make like a Legacy Skybite or something, or maybe do RD2001 reissues. Like, it seems like Hasbro is going like every 2 to 3 years of doing kind of reissues of certain lines from like the past. So they did G1, and hopefully they do more of those, because I wonder what's going on with that. But it seems like they're focusing on Beast Wars now, of course, and then who knows what's next? Will it be Beast Machines? Will it be RD2001, or will it be Armada? We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. By the way, I forgot to note these the Beast Wars reissues, like the G1 reissues, are Walmart exclusive. So yeah, and they won't be around forever. But yeah. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the comparisons. So there you guys have my review for the Transformers Beast Wars reissue Cybershark. And I gotta say, it's actually not that bad of a figure, like, especially being over 20 years old, and it's quite a decent figure. Like, again, Beast Wars, I'd say, is like the first decent line. Like, they make the most accurate figures, because Optimus Primal had his bow mask, for example, and stuff like that, and Tigertron had the wrong colors, but they're still pretty nice, enjoyable figures, and it's good that Hasbro's kind of bringing that magic back, with the reissues, just like they did with G1. So, and since I never had the Cybershark before, decided, hey, why not get to the reissue of him? And you know what? Pretty solid figure. So, if you see him at like, Walmart, well, that's the only store can get him at, officially at least, unless, you just go on Amazon, there's a seller there, or eBay. But, but if you just want to get this guy, just for a good, 20, 25 bucks for how much it costs, but then, it's quite worth the price, especially if you want, hang out with your, like, Kingdom Legacy Beast Wars characters, because, yes, they're still doing Beast Wars characters in Legacy, just like they did in Kingdom, so you just kind of want to hang out with the Maximals. This guy does work. I didn't really compare any of, those deluxes with this guy, so I'm not sure if he fits in. He kind of looks a little big, so, but he's pretty nice to have, so, overall, yeah, so overall, pretty solid figure, especially for its time. So, yeah, but anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. As you can see, we're having this kind of ridiculous pose. But it's kind of cool. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, guys, as always, to all, R1.